Nestled in the heart of nature's embrace, where every flower tells a story, lies the timeless charm of the cottage garden. But what if you could step into this storybook scene every time you walked into your backyard? Hello, garden enthusiasts. Welcome back to Nature's Haven, where we turn gardening dreams into lush realities. Today we're diving into the whimsical world of cottage gardens, a style where there's beauty in the bedlam and every corner holds a surprise. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or a curious newbie, stick with us as we unearth the secrets to creating your very own cottage garden paradise. Cottage gardens are all about abundance and informality, but getting that effortless look requires a bit of know-how. Today we've got a lineup of plants that are not only beautiful but hardy and low maintenance, perfect for creating that charming cottage-style allure. First up, let's talk about the backbone of any cottage garden, perennials. Here we have the delightful lavender. Not only does it bring a splash of color with its vibrant purple hues, but its aroma is absolutely enchanting. Plant these near your walkway and you'll be greeted with a soothing scent every time you pass by. Next, we can't forget the classic English rose. Nothing says cottage garden quite like these beauties. They're a bit like the stars of a romantic film, captivating and utterly unforgettable. When planting, think about layers. Start with taller plants in the back like hollyhocks or foxgloves, which add height and a touch of drama. In the middle, go for the fullness of peonies or hydrangeas. And right at the front, border with low growers like lady's mantle or creeping thyme, which gracefully spill over onto paths. The real magic happens when you mix and match both colors and textures. Here's a tip. Intermingle your plants to create a tapestry of blooms that will keep the eye dancing from one plant to another, ensuring there's always something in bloom from spring through fall. Remember, a cottage garden is a personal expression. There are no strict rules, only your creativity. It's your retreat, a place where you can unwind and connect with nature in its most joyful form. Cottage gardens encapsulate a charming, whimsical aesthetic that often brings to mind scenes from storybooks. These gardens are characterized by their informal layouts, dense plantings, and a delightful mix of colors, scents, and textures. The style is deeply rooted in practicality and a desire to maximize the beauty and productivity of every inch of garden space. Key elements of cottage gardens. 1. Variety and density. Cottage gardens are known for their dense plantings where flowers, herbs, and vegetables coexist closely. This mix not only optimizes space but also helps to create a bustling ecosystem that supports beneficial insects and wildlife. Traditional plants. Some plants are quintessential to the cottage garden aesthetic. These include foxgloves, hollyhocks, lavender, roses, and daisies, which provide height, structure, and classic beauty. Herbs like rosemary and thyme are also popular, offering aromatic foliage and flowers. The layered planting, a key to achieving the lush look of a cottage garden, is layering. Tall plants like delphiniums and sunflowers provide a backdrop. Mid-sized plants fill in the middle ground, and lower-growing plants like alyssum and creeping jenny spill onto pathways, softening edges and adding interest. 4. Naturalistic design. Unlike formal gardens that follow strict geometric layouts, cottage gardens embrace a more naturalistic approach. Curved pathways and randomly placed plants mimic the randomness of nature, creating a garden that feels both personal and wild. 5. Enclosure. A sense of enclosure, whether through hedging, fences, or walls covered with climbing plants like clematis or ivy, adds to the intimate feel of a cottage garden. This not only frames the garden but also provides a microclimate and support for climbing plants. Benefits of cottage gardens. Cottage gardens are not just beautiful, they're beneficial too. The diversity of plants attracts and supports a wide range of wildlife, from bees and butterflies to birds. This biodiversity is not only good for the environment, but can help maintain the health of the garden itself, reducing the need for chemical interventions. Moreover, the inclusion of herbs and vegetables ensures that the garden is not only a feast for the eyes, but also the table. The informal nature of cottage gardening allows for a flexible use of space, where vegetables can be rotated and annuals can be changed each year, providing endless opportunities for creativity. Creating your own cottage garden. To start your own cottage garden, begin with a plan that incorporates a variety of plants with different blooming times to ensure continuous color throughout the growing season. Consider the heights, colors, and textures of your chosen plants to create a harmonious yet eclectic mix. Don't be afraid to pack plants in closely. This will help reduce weed growth and increase the charming, abundant feel typical of cottage gardens. Creating a cottage garden is a delightful journey of continual discovery and adjustment, allowing for personal expression through gardening. Here's how you can further enhance and maintain your cottage garden. Maintenance tips for a cottage garden. 1. Pruning and deadheading. Regular pruning and deadheading, removing spent blooms, are essential to keep your plants looking their best and to encourage new growth. Many flowering plants, such as roses and delphiniums, will bloom multiple times in a season if they are properly dead-headed. Mulching. Applying a layer of mulch around your plants not only helps retain soil moisture and suppress weeds, but it also adds a neat appearance to the garden beds and contributes to soil health as it breaks down. Pest and disease management. With the variety of plants in a cottage garden, vigilance against pests and diseases is crucial. Opt for natural and organic methods of pest control whenever possible, such as encouraging beneficial insects, using neem oil, or applying homemade garlic or chili sprays to deter pests. 4. Seasonal adjustments. As the seasons change, so will the needs of your garden. Spring might involve more planting and mulching. Summer could focus on watering and managing growth, while autumn is ideal for dividing perennials and adding new bulbs for the next year. Expanding your cottage garden. As your garden matures, you may find areas that could benefit from additional plants or different species. Here are some ideas for expanding your cottage garden. 1. Incorporating structures. Adding structures such as arbors, trellises, or obelisks can introduce height and support climbing plants like vines and climbers, which are staples in cottage gardens. These structures can create a vertical interest and define spaces within the garden. 2. Including water features. A small fountain, bird bath, or pond can add a soothing element to the garden, attracting wildlife and providing a focal point that complements the lush surroundings. 3. Themed plantings. Consider creating themed areas within your garden, such as a white garden filled with moonflowers, white roses, and lilies, which can glow beautifully in the evening light. 4. Pathways. Pathways are both practical and aesthetic elements in cottage gardens. Consider using natural stone or reclaimed bricks to create meandering paths that invite visitors to explore. Plant creeping thyme or chamomile, which can tolerate foot traffic and release a pleasant aroma when stepped on. Embracing the seasons. Finally, embrace the evolving nature of the cottage garden. Each season brings its own charm and set of gardening activities. Spring bursts with the planting of new life. Summer showcases the lushness. Autumn focuses on preparation for the colder months, and winter offers a period of planning and reflection. By tuning into the rhythm of the seasons, your garden can thrive and continue to be a source of inspiration and peace. In essence, creating and nurturing a cottage garden is about forging a deep connection with nature. It's a living canvas that reflects both the gardener's creativity and nature's spontaneity, making it a uniquely fulfilling pursuit. Thanks for joining me today in this colorful journey through cottage gardening. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon so you don't miss any of our gardening adventures. Share your own cottage garden experiences in the comments below. We'd love to see your creations.